What's up, everybody? I hope you're surviving that polar vortex out there. It's super frosty here, but we have something hot going on this week for week 3 of my fashion challenge. If you haven't seen the other 2, I'm challenging myself to make or DIY one piece of clothing every week for the full semester, which is about 4 months. And this is week 3. For week 1, we had a t-shirt, we had some stitching to it. Week 2, we had a hoodie and we bleached it. For week 3, even bigger than the first 2. Something a bit more technical, a bit more difficult. There are lasers involved. There are sewing machines. Sewing machines are not as exciting as lasers, but it's okay. It's gonna be a cool project anyway. For this project, I'm gonna take this bomber jacket. It was my dad's. He was in the Air Force for a very long time and recently retired. This is the jacket that he wore while he flew. You may have seen it in some of my recent Instagram pics. If you don't follow me, I'm on the gram at Joshua C. Jensen, same as this YouTube channel. And I'm going to add to it using this purple Coach scarf, which is my mom's. So it's a cool project combining items that are both of theirs that were handed down to me for my projects. I have a whole closet. I have 2 closets, and one whole closet is full of supplies, including fireworks, which is not for this project, but you'll see them in something coming up. But for now, just the scarf, this jacket, some thread, some lasers, a sewing machine, you know, everyday household items. I'm going to make a design using the Coach logo, which we will then laser etch out of the scarf. So it's like an overlay of the logo on top of the logo. So now that we have the file, we're going to take all this stuff over to the architecture school, which is just right across the street, and there we have all the equipment we need for the next step of this project. So this is a slightly sped up video of the lasers cutting out the logo. I ran it through twice just to make sure that it cut all the way through. So now we have the scarf fully cut out with the logo here, looking clean. Now we're just gonna attach it to the middle of the back of the jacket. This process took way longer than I expected. It's actually the next day by now. So far, we have C, O, A, and C fully stitched. The H, I'm gonna finish by hand stitching. The top of the jacket has elastic running through it right here, so the letters are starting to pull really weird. You can see some like distortion here, so it's getting really difficult to do properly, so that's why I'm gonna hand stitch it. Even then, it's a little bit more uneven than I'd like it to be, but it's just an experiment. I'll get better the more I do it. I really like the way it looks, at least. Well, the final thing is looking pretty clean. The H turned out really nicely. I might actually take out the C and redo it by hand so that it can be a little bit more even along the line here. But overall, very happy with how it turned out. Well, thank you so much for watching week 3 of my fashion challenge. You can view the final photos of the project on the Instagram I made specifically for this project. That's at jmonsay. I'm doing a little bit of traveling coming up, so I'll be taking the next week off, but I'll be back in 2 weeks with something fresh for y'all.